Hey, everybody. Hey, Maria. Hey, Addie.
Hello.
Hey.
How's everyone's Monday going?
Spectacular. Really good.
Yeah.
You know, there's toilets in my house now. It's very exciting.
That's like usually like not something you talk about, but that's like big news. How, like,
yes.
Clear. Can
it
you, like,
feels big.
It
are
is.
they working? Or they work just in?
No, they work. We flushed them and everything.
You christen them.
I didn't christen it. I just because there's no toilet paper in there, so I gotta bring some toilet paper. Then I can
christen it yet. Okay, all right. Well, let me know, and then we'll like break a bottle of champagne or something like that, like you do a
there
boat.
You go.
Oh, it's been cold and miserable and rainy here all day, so this is fun. All right, let's see who's here, and then we'll start. Between Logan's wedding last night and the show, there's a lot to talk about. So, Keela Bila, hey, Maria W, Patty S, Ellie, Mel B, Kody, Yates, Jay Freak, Barbie. No, Donnell. He just off to the side, just being himself.
Oh, okay.
Perfectly imperfect. Jewel. Christina B. Did I say Christina B? Well, hi twice. Paige, hello. Digital Pen, Patricia with a C. And Ruth Ann. I think it's it. All right. So let's get going. I'm gonna start the intro, and then we'll dissect. Just so you know.
Teeny tiny shots.
No, not that one.
Teeny tiny shots.
No, I'm just playing with you guys. That's all.
That one on.
No, he is. He's fabulous, and he's on the inside scoop.
That one on.
This is like that 3 more seconds. Like that's like Now I see what you're saying. Like it just It's like that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so Logan got married yesterday, and like, wasn't it funny? We were talking about the last recap. I'm like, "Where's Logan?" And ask, and you shall receive. Right? I was like, "Dang!"
Yes,
like,
yes.
I asked Logan, and the spirits they answered. So Logan got married yesterday. The whole Brown flock was there. And a lot of the wedding pictures were sans Kody. And I didn't know at first if he was even there or not. Because didn't Logan say that he didn't want him there? Or something to that effect? Or someone said that Logan
I heard people say that.
Someone's sister
say that, but I've never. Yeah, exactly. I've never heard Logan say it, but that doesn't mean he didn't. I don't know. He was there, but he was sitting on the other side. He was sitting on the bride's side. Yeah.
With Robin, the last row, next to the caterers. And why wasn't he like up sitting next to like Janelle? Like, you know, the mother of your child.
I have a feeling, and I think so. There's a reason for that. I've seen and heard some stuff lately. There's some stuff a brewing, and it's coming soon.
Yeah, but it does make you wonder for sure. Are they still married? A couple, spiritually married? I don't know.
Like,
we all wonder.
There, like sitting next to Janelle, like because Janelle's still his wife at that, or is she? I mean, like I don't know now, but. It's weird that like he would be sitting next to Robin, and Logan was his first son. Logan was the firstborn, I think.
Yes,
I believe so.
Up there with Aspen.
That was like your first seed. I think it was Logan, Aspen, then Mariah was like the first three.
Right.
Logan, Aspen, weird. But you know, all Janelle's kids have like a weirdness with Kody at the moment. So I guess you know, Logan being the eldest, I don't know. Everyone looked great in the pictures that they weren't taking with Kody.
They did. I loved it. I loved
So many
They
Gabriel's
all
pictures,
hair.
seem so happy.
smiles across
Mhm.
faces. Like they're all my IG or Twitter. You can see them there, but like none of them have Kody in them or Robin. And I don't think I saw
Very
Mary
true.
there or in a picture. Did anybody see Mary in a
I
picture?
didn't, no.
I didn't, but I do think she's there. It seemed like she was talking about she's been traveling all over the country right now,
Is
and
she
it
there,
seemed
like,
like
in
she was in
spirit?
Vegas. Was it in Vegas? Is that where the wedding was? Because she
think
said
so.
she was in Vegas. Because she said
She
she
was,
was in Vegas for something.
Hey, Heaven. Didn't see her in the pictures that anyone took. But again, like we didn't see Kody in any of the pictures either, or Robin.
Right.
And we knew that Kody and Robin were there, sitting at table 8 with like the bratty kids, like and like the mailman. Like you know,
Yes.
we've all gotten married, right? Like we've all had to do like our wedding tables and stuff like that. There's always like one or two hodgepodge tables where you put like your neighbor and like your boss and like your coworker and one of like your husband's friends like that you don't care about and like a few bratty kids at one table and like that way like there you go, like that's where like Kody and Robin were at, like table 18, like right like by like the entryway to the kitchen and like by the restrooms like tucked away, just
I
in their
feel
own
like
little
that's where
world.
Mary was. She was the one that they stuffed all the way into the corner. The most corneriest corner is Mary.
Oh,
She's
Mary
all-
Mary was working wait staff that night. You didn't see her with the apron on.
She likes to do that to her. She likes to be on the outside of everything anyway.
Mary was chicken, fish, or beef tonight. And would you like Caesar or garden salad? You didn't see Mary? That was her.
Hmm.
She had like looked like a waiter's uniform on because she was actual wait staff. So you might have thought it was a costume because it is Halloween, trick or treat, boo. But no, that was Mary.
What did you go at as staff?
That was Mary legit, like, because she needs money. She needs another source of income. She's running the inn all by herself now. And Mary's a hustler, so good for her. And that way she got paid for being at the event and as a what's it called when not a venue, your caterer, your florist, they're all
Oh,
I don't know what you're looking for.
I'm so sorry.
There's a word that includes all of that. What do we
the
think?
caterer, like they're all what's
Help
the
us
word?
out, guys. We're all tired.
You're gonna kill me. They're
I don't know.
like your MC, your
Entourage? No.
vendors.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, there we go. Boy.
And thanks, I
Usually
got that
I-
by myself. Not one person said vendor in the chat. So thanks a lot for nothing from anybody.
Usually I can help you out. I was like, I don't know.
My
And I'm
fingers are
like,
broken.
and I said venue, and I knew it was like right there, and I could not think of the word vendors. Because my wedding, like all my vendors were people like were my real life friends. Like my photographer was one of my real life friends, or DJ, all of them. So they were all like in our wedding. Anywho, sorry, vendors. Yeah, thanks for no one. Thanks for nothing, anybody. Vendors. Where were we?
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Can we circle back to where we were? What?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Coco Mojito
Coco.
said,
I saw a pic somewhere, and Mary was sitting by
so Mary
Janelle.
was allowed it. Listen, they gave
Okay,
Mary like a 10-minute
allegedly.
break. Good for them.
they brought her a chair on the outside of the
Honestly,
Mary's like,
it's interesting.
Mary's like, hey boss, can I take my 10 right now? And they're like, you know what, Mary, you worked your ass off this event. You go ahead. So good for them. Good for letting Mary like take 10 and film with Janelle for a good like 8 minutes. Good, because Mary's airtime on this past story, and I counted how long she was on for. I was 48 seconds of Mary airtime.
I'm trying to
Wasn't
think if she even
even-
said something
didn't
worth
even
writing
A
down.
full minute.
I didn't write. I don't even remember if I said anything about it. It was
I
that.
did. I
nothing.
did write one thing down that she said. I did.
I said Mary's big moment. I started because that's the only time you see it in the episode.
Yeah.
So, all
I
right.
only
So
wrote
back
one
to
thing.
Logan's because we're covering it. Like, it looked great. All the wives were there, some in different capacities than others. And everyone looked like they were having a great time, and no one was taking pictures other than Janelle and Christine and their kids, and not Robin, and not Kody, and certainly not Mary. Well, Mary, you don't photograph the help, so obviously Mary wasn't going to be taking a lot of pictures with, but it is what it is. So, congratulations, Logan.
Yes.
Was Mariah there? Was she spotted?
I feel like she might have been, but I don't know.
All right,
I
let's
only
get
saw
the
very few pictures.
because this episode was great. And let's feel bad for Kody Brown because no one's gonna put him in a corner like Baby Hausman.
Nobody.
This is nobody. And he's gonna show the wives how and why. So the show starts off Kody in the truck. Yeehaw. Going to Texas.
All by himself.
He's picking up one of the good old boys by himself and bringing him to get wed in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where Kody will be Cody's words, the performer.
He did say that.
Which is
it wasn't
fitting.
just once. It was like 3 to 4 times where Kody goes, well, when I perform, like he's talking about him officiating. He's like, well, I perform. So when I perform.
He knows all eyes are on him, yes.
Hey, Crystal. Hey, Coco.
He's the real star.
So,
he's the star of the wedding, obviously.
Listen, guys, he's in his truck. His mask isn't even on. He is like throwing caution to the wind. Driving
It's
2
been
states
15
away.
months. Yes.
2 states away from Arizona to Texas as a pickup, and then from Texas to Tulsa, another state away. Like, guys, he is letting loose, and he has to officiate his best buddy's wedding. They've known him for 28 years.
And he hasn't written down a lick of not one word. Yes.
Kody Brown is like the prophet of love.
Easily.
The Messiah of love.
It's definitely who I would go to.
The Mac Daddy of love.
It would either be like Kody Brown or like Ashley Snowden, like one or the other. Like, I wouldn't know which direction I would want to go first when I needed someone's love advice or how to be in a healthy relationship. I don't know if it would be Ashley. I don't know if we could, but definitely one of the two. But like, you know what? In a perfect world, both. But if I had to make like the serious like decision, like the Sophie's choice, I think I might have to pick Kody because listen, he's been married now. He's got 4 marriages and he still has like 1 left. So he must know what he's doing.
I mean, if you add all of that up, he's probably been married like 70 years. So that would make him.
I'll take that math. Yes, absolutely. 100%. I would probably even double it because that sounds like that's something like that biblically you would do and add famine.
That makes sense.
So maybe locusts. I don't know. Then you see Janelle, her little confessional, and she goes, well, the travel choice is interesting, with all his rules, and then Kody, he goes, last week Janelle went to her niece's wedding, so what's the big fucking deal? Right?
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of what he said. But he's like, the COVID numbers are down. It's been 15 months. I'm ready to come out of my cocoon. Screw everybody else. I'm going to go perform at this wedding.
He's got to perform, guys. Like that's not to bless the union of two honest souls wanting to tie their souls as one forever in kinship. No, he has to perform. He's got a big crowd there.
Yes.
The pressure's on him. Like, feel like a little bit more sorry for him, because I don't think you're feeling enough sorry for him as we speak. He's really like, his buddy put him out. The whole time he was driving there, he was thinking about Christine.
Right. He's going to rise to the occasion.
And like, Cody's friend, he's an asshole. How dare you put Kody in that position? If you want to get real honest about it.
I don't know. He seemed pretty nice. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, poor Kody Brown. Like, even his stupid friend getting fucking married. Like, he's like, no, listen, you're gonna drive to Texas and be here for me, and like,
what?
And perform this wedding.
I think Kody tried to almost talk him out of getting married at one point. He did. He tried to talk him out.
He also said that because Brian, his friend, didn't give him enough information, that if he does a bad job, then it's partially that guy's fault too. So
yes,
like, listen, buddy, you sure you didn't knock her up? Where's the shotgun? Like, why are you doing this? And a great friend, they've known each other for 28 years. And then you see Christine, like, Christine. She's like, what about COVID? What about the rules? Is Kody gonna make them follow his stringent rules? Like, what's up? Then you see Kody cautions his perm blowing outside his truck. There's those three hairs, the tendril dangling outside the window. No mask, like Thelma and Louise after she just robbed the bank or the store. Just have listen. It's me on the road. I thought it was like one of those like Matthew McConaughey like Lincoln commercials. You remember those? Like he was doing that. It's just me in the highway. All right. Like
Yeah. He loves himself so much. He was just happy to be alone with himself.
He kept himself so busy talking to himself and stewing over his failed relationship that he was not ready to give a nice, loving and rousing speech. I mean, he didn't do terrible. He did okay. He
pulled that right out of his rear end on the spot. I can tell. I don't even know if he actually put anything on that paper. I think it was blank. That whole thing he was holding, I think it was blank. Like Robin says, he procrastinates.
There was one part of the speech, what he was talking about, when he said, marriage, what did he say? Not all marriage is based on love, and it was like, why are you saying this?
Are you talking about the vows?
Yes. Why did he say that?
Like, listen, like maybe you'll meet somebody like online at KFC and like that'll be like your person. Are you sure you want to do this? Like his vows are like amazing. But then he was like, oh, like, guys, like, oh, you're inviting me here for this wedding, you two crazy kids. Like, oh, and like, I'm supposed to write the vows. Like, when I don't know, like, I didn't know if he was going to bring it to like Bill Cosby. And then you get the pudding pops, and then you put them in your mouth, and then you eat them. He's like, listen, I'm not culpable of all if they do it. Oh, God, because they wanted me to come out here. So here I am, chumming along, like, and I'm going to do the best I can. Like, but guys, like, if your wedding fails because of me, it's your fault. Get your Jello pudding pops and just lick them up, and like. Sorry.
Yep. But that was what he was like. He was ridiculous, He's making jokes about the whole thing. But that's kind of he's got that nervous energy. But yeah, then when he says just some dumb stuff, man. I don't know.
It did get better though. There was dancing.
It got better. That made it better.
There was dancing. Then there was dancing.
Not only Bill Cosby pudding pops, but also Bill Cosby dancing.
Yes.
No.
That was
Elaine Bennis starting off the dance. That was not even. That was Elaine from Seinfeld with the kicks and the.
He looked like Clumsy
You know, like
gazelle.
it's September, like you know,
And the leg and the kicks. I think it was trying to be Lord of the Dance, but
Oh, I know. I was like, wow, Elaine Bennis is dancing. Wait, where did he write it? Because we're skipping ahead a little bit when he
I
goes
know.
off to the kicks and the flips. But
I had to get it out. I was busting. Don't understand.
Well, they
I was
also
like,
told
what
the
is
story
Elaine?
like a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. So,
I'm still like my first paragraph, and like somehow we got to like my last page.
well, but
Wait, how did that happen?
that's where we went. If you want to get back into order, then we're
Go
talking
back,
about
go back.
Truly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was looking at. Telling Truly, yeah, okay. You know, and then let's not forget, like he went to like because I like a hyphen in a name. What's up? Janet Show
What's
hyphen
the
Bins.
matter?
Oh, Janet Shaw hyphen Bins. Well, hello, Janet Shaw hyphen Bins. Just a box for a name for you and a ding and a courtesy ding. So I was like a good hyphen.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yes.
And we welcome all hyphenated names. Like I'm John Michael, so I get it. So sorry. So then there. Okay. So Truly, telling Truly to what bad experience of life. Truly just.
So-
Oh, the boxing up of the stuff, and Truly was like in her room, just like boxing things up by herself after like the day after like Christina told her. So you know, Truly's like, I get it. And she
Yeah,
was
she's like,
boxing up.
it's okay. Yeah.
She had talked to Aspen and Grandma about it.
She said
She was
broken
mostly
hearted.
mad.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to jump on that
Okay.
one, but
She
Yeah,
said,
it seemed like. Go ahead.
Oh,
You go, Eddie.
She
You go.
seemed. She
let
seemed like she
someone
was
talk. That'd be great.
She seemed broken hearted. She said she was broken hearted, and then she's fine. I'm broken hearted, but I'm good now. It was a very short.
Exactly. She needed a minute to take it in. And then she was like, really, I'm just kind of annoyed that I'm the last one to know when I'm the one most affected by this.
And betrayed. Like Truly is quite articulate for a 12-year-old. Like and extremely verbose.
Yes.
Like I was ready to break out like a scientific medical journal and be like, listen, so I've been doing some research and I found that you and Dad are like this. She was very, very articulate. Like I think like when I was like in 5th grade, like assume was like the biggest word I knew. And like we learned it because this bitch Grace, who was like nobody liked Grace. But like she said that word. Well, I assumed you said that, and I was like, whoa. And that's how we learned assumed.
Yes.
Grace ended up being cool like many years
realization.
Later.
Realization.
Not while we were in school anytime, but like as adults, she's cool. Anywho, what were we talking about now?
My favorite word she said was realization.
Yeah, 4-syllable words. Like, okay,
Wow,
girl,
like, you go.
You get it.
She did
so
yep.
You know, then Cody's like, they're blowing me off, meaning like, Christine and Truly. Could have lumped like your very articulate 12-year-old daughter
too fast, right?
Into like some like QAnon stuff, Kody. How dare you? And so Kody found out that Christine accidentally told Truly. I don't know if I'm still on board on that one, which we discussed last week.
Yeah, but at the point that we're at now, it feels like they waited too long, right? Truly's a little annoyed that she's the last to know. Everybody else knows. Meanwhile, Kody still didn't even want to tell her. But now he's mad that she's not more upset about the whole situation.
Again, I'm Team Christine, and I can't stand Kody, but like, was Christine maybe just over talking a little bit so Truly could hear in the background and she could take control of the narrative? Who will ever know?
Actually, who would blame her if she was with what she's having to deal with?
So, Kody comes over, the next day to, and have the dad's side, his appeal or whatever. And Cody's like, now I'm no therapist here, just a shit dad. Did you pick up on that? He said
I
just
remember
a
him
shit
saying he
dad.
was a shit dad.
I heard shit dad. I heard that I'm just like a bleep dad, like a bleep dad.
Ooh,
I think he said shit dad.
Ooh.
And I was like, you get it, Cody
I didn't
Brown,
hear it.
owning your truths. But Truly was like either like the most calm about it, or like there was like some like massive fuckery going on behind the scenes, because Truly handled it very, very well. And then you see Truly, like, in her first confessional with her glasses, like, very articulate. She's like, what's up? It's Truly. You may remember me from when I was born or from when I almost died. Now here's like my third moment. So, yeah, Dad came over and he's like, so you heard we got divorced? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay with it. And Dad's like, right on. And then he left, and that was the extent of it.
That's pretty much what I got felt.
Yeah. That was like the way she told the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, yeah, he's mad that she's more upset at the idea of moving than the idea that they are divorced. And it's like, but you're already divorced and everything's been fine. So, of course, that's how she's going to see it. The part that affects her is the part where they're moving. That's where her life changes.
Yes.
So Cody, again, is just thinking about himself and not thinking about how other people, not thinking about what affects them. This is the part that affects Truly, is the fact that they're moving. But he can't think about that. It's just, everybody's being unfair to me. I roll. I'm marginalized.
Guys, like the title suggests, like nobody puts Cody in a corner. And like this whole episode, person after person, friend, family, buddy, everyone that Cody loves is like putting him in a corner.
Yes.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
That thing he said about her, that she should have been more he felt she should have been more upset over the divorce. That's what I got out of it. I'm like, why in the world would you want that for your child? I mean, he also has to think about what she said. She said that it would affect her the hardest or whatever, but really it wasn't that hard. She said those words. She said it was not that hard. Why wasn't it that hard?
His friend had the nerve to get married. First off, when he sees Cody's life falling apart, and they've been friends for 28 years and close friends 13. First off, had the hubris to get engaged, and then ask Cody to perform, and then pick him up in Texas and drive him to Tulsa with all his rules.
Unbelievable.
Are you kidding? And like, and if you don't see Cody Brown as a saint that I do, like there's something wrong with just society as a whole, because he had to drop the rules that he held so steadfastly, no mask. He was like in feet from people without a mask on, without COVID test, without like a team of like FCC scientists like behind him. Like bad,
terrible. The way he is mistreated constantly.
Always mistreated. Always misunderstood.
Little violin plays for Cody.
Like his own 11-year-old and divorced wife are plotting against him, and nobody could see it.
Yeah, that's definitely how he feels about it. Everybody is out to get him. They're blowing him off. They're not responding emotionally in the way he feels that they should about him. About him.
Those tendrils need love too. Poor
like
Robin's working, and Robin's the real victim here. Poor Robin is working overtime trying to give Kody the love of 4 wives. Like, let's talk about Robin's feelings here. Like, listen,
Maybe next
she
week.
is working every second she's awake and sleeping. Poor thing. Now she has
Allegedly, she has a job.
totally a room in her home for Christine, who she wants to shun. Like, do you see how big
Okay.
Robin's heart is?
Yeah.
Does anybody? She's got a big heart.
It was interesting when they did talk about having Truly have a bedroom.
She has to shut down her gift wrapping room for like Truly's for Truly's like new bedroom for like when she's there like barely ever.
But it did feel like, like Kody wants, okay, I want to get her a bedroom at the house, but it was like a we'll see. So it very much did feel like this is Robin's, yes, wrapping paper room. We'll see if we can make room for Truly in there.
That's where Robin gets her inspirations from My Sister Wives closet, and you're gonna take that away from Robin too. Like, Robin's suffered enough.
She has suffered a lot in this
She
episode
has to
for
love
sure.
that man for like 4 wives would, or like one regular wife would love one monogamous man. Same thing, but she's the difference is she's very put upon, and no one is accepting her struggles. I just didn't want to tear up for Robin and Kody. But they've been really going through it. And it's just not fair. So let's just move on to the next subject.
Is this still Kody? Is he still the same subject?
Let's see. What is next? No, next is still more. Yeah, if you want to talk more about the wedding.
Well,
do you want to talk about the vows?
How interesting. Oh, because Christine was shading Kody. Because Christine's like, I'm gonna get every digging I can, a la me. Because you get it, girl. She was like, how interesting he's going to be like a performer for weddings when I'm divorced from you. You wouldn't spit in Mary's face if she was on fire, and your marriage with Janelle is pretty much over, but you're gonna be the harbinger of marriage. I love that journey that Christine just took us down with that one statement she made. No.
Yep. Sorry, I lost a little bit of it, and now I'm back, and so I missed parts, so I don't know. Harbinger of marriage. That's what I got.
Lisa G. Robin is like the most seriously like coolest person on all of like reality TV, and like she has like the biggest burn-in. Just like, listen, do yourself a favor, go to My Sister Wives closet now and pick yourself out a nice handcrafted piece of jewelry that was inspired by Robin, and then you're gonna get that jewelry. It's overpriced and gaudy, but you're gonna get that, and you're gonna feel Robin's warmth around whatever you put that around. And then you're gonna say, John Yates, I was lost, and then I found Robin by way of you. And I'll be like Lisa G, I'll be Moses, and I will take you to the promised land. Just have patience. Where were we now?
Oh.
Brian and Judith get married.
Oh yeah. So like Kody like pulls like a rabbit out of his hat. So that the wedding starts, and Cody's like, hey, I just got here from like Flagstaff and my arms are so tired. Like any newlyweds in the audience? Oh no, you're new. Oh, okay, let me get on with the show. And then the wife was like looking at her husband like, what the fuck did you do? Like he's ruining the wedding. Like she gave him like the glare. And then Kody like capitalized as a performer would, right? Because it's like, he's like, our next, like, I don't know, Carrot Top or Kathy Griffin, just like, he's a comedian. So he's like, you look nervous. I'm nervous too, but can you tell? Get out of here. And he's like, listen, he's going to cheat on you. Run now. No?
That was
very-
kind of the vibe. Everything about it
Yes.
was awkward.
I kept
Oh, my
waiting for him
gosh.
to say it. Are you sure? You sure you want to do this?
I have the rings in this pocket, but see, hey, I'm gonna attach them to this grenade with the pin. So if you want them, they're over there. But once you take the pin out, the rings are gonna pop. So just like your marriage, you're gonna die. Get away! Don't be out here. Leave. Doom, 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 doom. Get away from her now. It's like
That's about the vibe. All of his confessionals had that vibe.
Yes.
But listen, he came through. They got married. So what did you think of Kody's like overall performance? Because it was a performance. He wasn't officiating. It was a performance. So what? How would you rate Kody's performance, Maria?
How would I rate it?
Yeah, 1 out of 10. Like
1 out of 10.
a Yelp. No, 1 out of 5. Like a Yelp review. Like, would you get his services again?
If it's out of 5, then I would give him like a 3. Like it wasn't a 1. He did better than that, sort of. He starts off with like, what you need to know is that you can't change each other. You need to accept each other the way that you are. And then marriage isn't about love. It's about, committing to the, what did he say? A bunch of bullshit.
No, he was like, marriage.
Yes, that's the one I was trying to think of while I was watching it. I go, I know there's
marriage.
He was all over the place, man. He was all over the place.
So like then like you would like, listen, your friend Lindsay's like getting married, is in need of a performer. You'd be like, hey, listen, let me recommend this guy, Kody Brown. Would you recommend him to a friend? No. So that sounds like it'd be less than a 3. 3 sounds like you're like, you know what? Like if I had to recommend him, I guess I would.
3.
You're down the middle.
That's not a recommendation. A 3 is like.
What's your rate out of a 1 out of 5? Kody's
Am I
services
breaking
as
up?
a
I keep
performer.
losing it.
Addie?
Oh, are you asking Addie? Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought I was. I don't know.
I don't know. You guys glitched out. I thought it was me. I would say out of 1 5, 1.5.
Oh.
I was not impressed. He was driving me.
Addie said, Bob, I'll bid $1, is what Addie just said. Go ahead, Addie. Tell us why.
Oh, it's like he says something and he looks to see who's going to respond or who's going to react.
With the dining room group and the Walkman less than $2,000, is that why you're bidding the $1?
Oh, it was. I could feel her. I could feel her annoyance as she stood there and went,
Yeah.
What did you get me into? Who is this again, honey? How long have you known this person? And how many times have you spoken to them in the last 10 years?
I did also. She wasn't holding flowers, and I suddenly felt like, oh my gosh, now I know what the bouquet is for. Something that you can ring while you're getting like scared about what's about to happen, that you just need something in your hand. So I was like, I don't know. I don't think she had anything to do with her hands, but just stand there and go, oh.
So my favorite part of this episode is Kody's friend. What was his name? Robert? Was that it?
No. Brian.
Same thing. So his friend Brian, Paula, whatever his name is, I don't know. Brian's getting married, and then he was talking about how like he originally met Kody, and so honest and from the soul. He was like, "Listen, first time I met Kody, he was with this woman Janelle. He announcer with his wife. Then a couple years later, I meet Kody again. Then he's with his wife, Christine. And he goes, hi. Oh, you remember me? I'm Kody. It's my wife, Christine. And I looked at him and I said, oh, hi, Christine. Okay. Then Paula, what's his name again? Brian? Brian's like, now. Then like a couple years later, I meet Kody again. And then he's got this third wife, Mary. And, at that point, I start and get suspicious. What's going on here? This guy is as sharp as a tack. Like, move over Perry Mason, Columbo, all the great attorneys of our times, detectives, Barney Miller. You guys have met your match.
Miller.
Brian, buddy of Kody. Jessica Fletcher.
He figured it out.
He figured it out. Third time, he was like, now I don't meet many people that were married to more than one wife. So when he introduced me to his second wife, I was like, well, that's odd. But you know what? Maybe he's from a different part of the country. So I was like, okay, maybe I could wrap my head around that one because maybe they're from Utah or something. I don't know. So then that third time now, when he introduced me to Mary, now I'm scratching the noggin because 3 wives. I go, dude, now there's game afoot up in these parts now, and this guy is smart. Smart. Best part of the whole, Cody's got smart friends around him. Like, wouldn't you want him on your legal team? I would.
I'm sure Darrell Brooks would
legal
like
team
now.
He sees things that aren't there. And that's what's up.
I mean,
so
does he make persuasive arguments? I don't know. The vows? Do we care about the vows? Negotiated nonsense? I don't know.
Subclause 32, character V states sub-article title, subclause 5, paragraph 14 states permissions and guarantees are to the adherency of the patriarchal head of father, which will be Kody Brown in this case, and all cases. So, up to you if you want to expunge more on that.
That was pretty much it. That was pretty much it.
Christine hops back on board, and she's like, so Gwen and Isabel just heard that Kody is going out with his man buddies, dropping all the COVID rules and performing at a wedding. And, Gwen and Isabel, not happy.
No. They say it very clearly, very succinctly. How can he justify officiating a wedding when he wouldn't come to my surgery?
I say, what horrible children.
Christine is like,
I say, what horrible children. Because, listen, their dad loves them so much. He hasn't seen them in like 3.5 years because he was keeping those rules. And listen, they're safe. They're breathing. They're not dying of COVID, right? And where is Kody Brown's thanks? Where is it?
Right.
Ungrateful children. That's the problem.
You're absolutely. Yeah. No, you're correct.
Children.
He's like, this wedding was 4 days. If I went to your surgery, I would have had to have been there for 6 to 8 weeks. Unacceptable. No man can stay away from his work and his home and his family. I guess, Isabel's not family, but no man can stay away from that for that long.
Nope. Isabel wanted to get this la-di-da surgery up in Jersey. At the time, like,
why couldn't she wait?
It's not my fault. Like, I have more kids than Isabel. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
make myself have to quarantine for 85 weeks because I wanted to be there for my daughter's surgery. I have other kids. Like, she's just like, a part of the team.
Yeah. I don't want to go on a vacation.
Listen,
Was it New Jersey or New York? Where were they?
you gotta get glue from some horses, right or wrong.
Glue? Are you implying that Isabel is a horse for
John,
glue
that
made
is
for glue?
Too much. You have crossed the line again.
Drink my
No,
Whataburger
I'm
drink.
just saying, Kody is just always he's not understood correctly. Never. He didn't have to go to Jersey. It was bad. Listen, the COVID rules and regulations are way different in Texas. He didn't have to wear a mask in front of anybody. Like, he was talking like this close to people's faces without a mask. Like, could you imagine
What
how
could
hard
be
that was for him?
scarier than a
He can't even
mask?
talk to his family that he forgot about, like Christine's kids or Janelle's kids or Mariah.
No.
Like,
Phones are
has to
hard.
wear a mask with the people he loves most, always on. But you know how hard it was for Kody to have to go to Texas and not wear a mask at all in front of strangers that he doesn't care about, who could have
So
God
hard.
knows what.
Yeah. I'm
And
pretty sure they weren't wiping down their mail.
Right, super hard that night, and nobody. Where is Cody's credit on that one? Where is it? You guys are all vultures.
I don't know, man.
Vultures.
I'm sure he had the lady that he was dancing with take a COVID test before he started the jig.
All of you are vultures.
All I want to say is that I think Christine protesteth too much. What is she so mad about?
Listen, and
she's trying to make excuses.
No, I don't trust Christine. Not one bit. Why should I? She moved my shit out in the middle of the night. Granted, I wasn't at the house for 5 months because I had to deal with the one true wife, Robin. But listen, that's still my house, and me and Robin, bitch, gave her the down payment. So
yes,
Christine thinks she's good. If Christine thinks she's slick, trying to sell that house and take that money, she got another thing coming to her because
she sure does.
Me and Robin gave her the down payment on that one. So that's Robin's house as I see it, and Christine should be blessed and honored to live in there.
Exactly. Why is she always trying to make Kody into a villain?
Right?
Come on. He's clearly the hero in this story.
He is. Thank you. It's about time people started getting woke with this because, Kody Brown, not the villain, the hero. He's not the Voldemort. He's the Harry Potter in this story. He is.
Sure. Maybe he's a Malfoy. I don't know.
Poor guy, and poor Robin. Again, let's not discount Robin because she's suffering.
Definitely.
Right there.
On the hillside. Sitting on the hillside in her red bench.
That little bench
suffering.
that was just stuck to the side of that poor hill. She was holding it up with her leg so it wouldn't roll down the hill while she sat on it.
Watching the whole dynasty just crumble in front, and
kind of seeing if Janelle was in there, and she's not okay. She's not.
We know
she
Janelle's out.
Say hi.
Mary got, what was it, 47 seconds of airtime tonight?
She did. Coming shortly.
And again, Kody Brown, you guys, he is the real victim.
He is. There is a reason.
How dare Christine take Truly to Utah? How dare he? How dare she? How dare he?
Yes.
Whoever. How dare him?
He doesn't get it. She's told him 10 times, and yet he still just doesn't know why she needs to go.
He's still playing. And listen, Christine says, I'm going to sell my, that's the house is in my name. bitches. I don't care about the down payment that you put. I've been paying the mortgage this whole time, and I'm keeping the money. So good for you, Christine. And again, another reason why Kody Brown's a victim, because, you know, Kody Brown put the deed in her name because, like, you know, that was his wife. And listen, they don't have like wedding papers. You know, it's never legal. So he's like, listen, you are my wife. I'm going to give you this house with your name. I'm going to give you the down payment. And Christine, much like Kyle Richards, just stole a whole goddamn house.
She sure did. I roll.
Just stole a whole goddamn house. She sure did. And remember how unhappy Kim was when that happened, when Kyle stole her goddamn house?
No.
You know.
I don't know if you caught this though, but there was a point where before, you know, when the discussion about selling the house came up, she also, Christine also proposed the idea of let's just maybe rent it out because Gwen's going to stay, and maybe just get a couple more, you know, college age girls into the house, and then it'll be somewhere where we can stay when Truly's visiting. And, you know, it seemed like towards the end of that, Kody was like, yeah, maybe we should do that, because he didn't want Christine to take all the money. He's like, yeah, let's just rent it for a little while, maybe. So you don't snap.
Well, he wants the money to go to Coyote Pass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, if you sell the house, then we get the land paid off. And Christine's like, but what, huh? What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm gonna have nothing.
Yeah,
So,
she doesn't want Coyote Pass.
Get a house somewhere. How is she gonna do that?
If Cody's the dad, like, you know, and Gwen wants to stay local and do college there, like, isn't that what Kody wants? Like, now can't Robin make it the Gwendolyn / Truly room? You know, why can't it be both their rooms? I know it's like a little like awkward to have like, you know, a 19-year-old and a 11-year-old be in the same room, but if it's both like, you know, going to be used intermittently, you know, why not? No.
I mean, I feel like there's still room for Truly to have her own
I just
room
want
somewhere.
Robin out as much as possible. Like, that's all.
Wait, what? You want to do what to Robin?
I want to put Robin out as much as possible. So, like, she should have like a
just
room
put her
for
out.
Gwen. And if Robin is like, you know, the wife that she, you know, she should, of course, you know, let's convert the garage, make it Gwen's room. Why not?
Yeah. There was a point when she was talking about Gwen staying where I thought, oh, is this an opportunity for Gwen? Yeah, to move in with Robin and Kody. But no, we're just going to keep the house for a little while longer. We'll see how it goes.
Cody's like, I think one of your sisters, like, I think she might be like in your bracket. She's named after like a singer. I don't know. She's over there in the Midwest. Go find her. No. So
I
did
think
we
the
miss
wisest.
out on them trying to level the fifth wheel, which was Janelle's biggest, the best idea that Janelle's ever had, and
Again.
leveling
Leveling it
process
again.
with that.
Don't hit auto level. Don't hit it. Stop hitting the auto level. It's like, first of all, Janelle was correct that because the ground was uneven, you should put a
But she
board
doesn't know
under the
what she's
tires.
doing. Absolutely, yes, I agree with you.
She doesn't know what she's
What?
doing, but her suggestion was the right suggestion. That is the way you level it. You want to get your wheels leveled first. So you would put a board under the one that's lower. Then you use your stabilizers to level from there. So she was correct, but nobody was listening to her at that point. So
No.
Do you have to do that like with your craft there but you have wheels, so it's automatically leveled? So you don't have to level
it isn't automatically level. No, you still have to level it. No, yeah, but I've got like airbag levels, so zzz, 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 zzz. I mean, she might too. I don't know, but yeah, no, you still have to level it.
They don't know where
But
that
you wanna-
switch is.
I don't know what I'm
up
from
there.
the city. I don't know what any of that means. I've never been camping ever, not once.
Well,
Never slept in
okay,
a
so just
tent,
like
never been around dirt. I
But
don't
if
know
your
what it
house,
makes
if your house wasn't level, you would feel it. You'd be like, "Whoa, why am I sliding downhill?" You would know.
Well, so if you like, I watched the Roseanne episode, like where Becky has like her like trailer, and they had to level it because like all her bathroom water was running to like the kitchen. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
You don't want that happening.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
And listen, Janelle's there, hoofing it. Just didn't know that she needed a generator, and that's how long does a generator like give you like electricity for in one of them camper situations?
It depends on the weather. I mean, if she's running the air conditioning all the time, it's going to go much quicker.
Let's assume that Janelle is running the air conditioner all the time.
Couple hours.
Well, I don't know what size
I
what
feel
size
like
of
in this
generator she
scenario
has.
that Janelle would have the AC cranking a lot because
Yes.
it's in the middle of the desert, and Janelle's of a certain age. So I would think
You just open the windows and catch a breeze.
Shady. Let's just call it like human being behavior. It's your body, it's biology. So
Yes.
It's okay.
And no cool breeze blowing off the water from the dried up lake.
you're not getting a cool breeze with the no
True.
trees and the dried up lake that ran away. So there's nothing happening there. Even the cactuses are dying there. That's how hot it is. So I'm going to assume. Listen, I don't know. I'm not
good
there,
size RV.
but that Janelle
I'm
probably
thinking the
has
generator
the
is pretty
AC
good size.
like on.
Yeah,
that's-
she's probably having to fill it back up every few days. I don't know, maybe third day. She's probably got to put more fuel in that thing if she's lucky. I mean, again, to hear Robin say it, Janelle's never there. Every time she shows up,
Because
Janelle's
Christine
gone. So
said,
maybe she cuts it
she's
off.
only a mile away. Janelle's always here. Christine's like,
so
boy,
maybe
boy,
she turns
Janelle
off the
moving,
generator while she's away.
Janelle moving out to Barren Pass where the lakes go run to die. The best thing, I've seen Janelle every day. She's here for coffee. She's doing the laundry. She's in the pool. We're eating dinner together. And then Robin's sitting there on that abandoned park bench, just like, and Robin like, I come here to look at the past, and I just hope that one of these days I could dance on here like I did in my 20s with my hat on backwards and my curly hair, and then I come here to see Janelle, and she ain't never home. And again, Robin has been giving Kody the love of 4 wives lately, so she probably doesn't even know what she's saying anymore. She's just oversexed.
She needs a break.
She's spent.
She's spent. That's what she's got that bench for.
Yes, the bench that was on the side of a hill.
What was supposed to be her lot. She was being shady though. She's like, "This is what was supposed to be my lot," and then you're looking out at the RV as if it's now disrupted by Janelle's, fifth wheel. This is supposed to be mine.
Janelle's next plan is the casita. So, which, to all of us who don't live in Flagstaff, is a garage with an apartment above it. Here, what we call that in New Jersey and New York? We call that in a garage with an apartment above it. Like, in New York, a listing would say, like, detached garage with above an apartment.
Yes.
And, like, that's how, and, like, but I learned a casita, how fancy. I think we live in a casita. I don't know. We don't have schooling, so
we had one. And we called it a granny flat. Poor granny, it had to go up a flight of stairs, though.
Apparently, Jay Freak says that if she was married to someone like that, she would smother him in his sleep.
You want to smother, huh? I like that. You don't hear smother much often anymore. A good smothering. I like that. Yes.
Just
all right.
Roll them out onto Coyote Pass.
Oh wait, so talk about the leveling.
Talk about the leveling. So you've got Gabriel's already there, and he keeps hitting the old magical self-leveling button, which is very much annoying Kody. Cody's like, stop hitting the button. Kody is mad within 2 seconds at this whole process. And, you
Yes.
know, Gabe helping was the opposite of help.
These
Kody felt like,
teenagers.
yeah, that's exactly how Kody felt about it. He's like, you don't know how to do anything. You don't know what you're talking about. You did not read the manual. I mean, do we think Kody read the manual? No.
Janelle admitted to not reading the manual. None of us read the manual.
We started pushing buttons. Hello.
Yeah.
There was one point where I swear that they had one of the wheels completely off the ground. I'm not positive, but it seemed like that was possibly the case. And I'm like, well, that doesn't seem good.
No, they could have wedged something under there. I think that's what they were supposed to do, is wedge something under there. It's off the ground.
But you don't want it off the ground. Like, usually you would roll it onto your, you know, board or brick or whatever to get it level. You wouldn't just crank up the jacks and then have the tire off the ground. I don't know.
I think,
but I'm just not convinced that Kody. Yes, but I'm not convinced Kody knew what he was doing either. I mean, he had the biggest level possible.
He knew what he was doing. You saw in his face every little. You're not doing it my way.
I hear. You know what I hear when I hear this? I hear you asking more of Kody. Like, did he read the manual? Like, of course he did. He's a smart guy. Okay, like, you know, why is everything Kody does or doesn't do like put on blast?
More importantly, why is everybody even questioning him? Obviously, whatever button he pushes or whatever crank he cranks, he knows what he's doing inherently.
Like,
he's the head of household.
Like, he is the patriarch,
high priest.
Like, you know, I don't think Kody had to read the manual because, like, when Kody was born, like, God gave him like that intellect already. Like, it was zapped into him. Like, he knew how to put that together. Of course, he knew how to level it. He's like a wrestler. He's mountainy. He's he knows how to run multiple households.
Obviously,
or one. Yeah. And you know, again, I just hear people putting him down when, you know, what more do you expect of this man? I just don't know. Like, you know, he's doing everything he can to make Robin happy. I don't know what more you want.
But we're with Janelle right now. We're with Janelle.
Who?
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so where are we now?
That's definitely how Gabe felt as well. There's been tension.
Who? You know what? When I hear the word Gabe, I hear an 18-year-old or above kid that should be on their own, and I'm done with you. Like what? Like, you're 18. I don't care if you're still in high school. Like, I don't care if you have no apartment to go to, but you're 18. That's it. You know, that's why I don't give the kids Christmas gifts, because they can't afford them. And, you know, it makes them just better people. It makes them stronger. You know what? Listen, some people get, like, you know, some kids get like PS5s and MacBooks and gaudy jewelry. I'm sorry. No, that was Hausman from 90 Day Fiance. I'm sorry. No, most kids get like toys or, you know, just a couple of other things, maybe electronic, maybe, I don't know. And, you know, in Kody's household, listen, he had all those kids to spread God's word about his vision. And, you know, again, and I hate to be like, you know, Kody's best friend right now, but, you know, all of his kids like turned their backs on his religion. Like, nobody wants to listen to him. Could you imagine that? And that's why he's working so hard on Robin's kids, because half of them aren't blood related. So maybe he'll get through to them because everyone he's related to or married to just doesn't want to hear anymore. And again, let's just slow clap it for Kody Brown, because he's a good guy. And imagine building that whole empire and being treated the way he does.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, to me, it seemed like Gabriel does still want a relationship with his dad. He's like, I don't know what I did wrong. He's acting like Gabriel, it's just a bother.
One too many times, Maria. And I'm with Kody. Break the COVID rules once, okay. Break them twice, you're shunned. And I'm on board with that.
You will
hold me
be
once, shame on
punished.
me, hold me twice, shame on you. And that's it. Get your camper with your son, with your brother Garrus, and get out. I shun you.
He missed that scripture. Thou shalt not break thy COVID rule.
It's
of
like
thy father.
it's like eating like a cheeseburger back in like bacon days. You don't mix like meat and dairy type of stuff. Like you don't.
Oh yes.
Thou shalt not compromise Kody Brown's parenting more than twiceth. Thus, thou shalt be banned to Sodom and Gomorrah. So there you go. They're just burning in hell in Sodom and Gomorrah, where they rightfully should be, because Kody gave them chance after chance and then no chances. Because again, it's hard to be the patriarch of a family, like when you have CDC guidelines. I said FCC before, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. I meant to say CDC.
Just now you said CDC.
FCC, I'm like, I know that doesn't sound right, but like FCC is like the airways for entertainment, so I'll try and like make that work in a way. Wait, what?
You're good. You're good. They may or may not have gotten the RV leveled. Who knows?
Oh, wait, we have breaking news here from Zillow.com. Oh. I think there might be a house built on Coyote Pass. What?
Is it a casita? So I was looking at Google Maps the other day, and there is a house, but I thought it was not their property. I thought it was like the neighbor's property.
Like a cabin, but like not like one of these like fun new cabins. It looks like a cabin like that, like Lincoln built. Like it's like all like the accoutrement of like an 1865 cabin. It has like a lot of logs pointing like different weird places. So like little. It doesn't look like one of them like these fixed cabins now that are fancy. But it is a cabin. It's made of logs.
And they think it's on Coyote Pass and not on like the property right next to it, because there are houses nearby.
The address is 9200 Coyote Pass, Flagstaff, Arizona. The address is exactly 9200 Coyote Pass, Arizona, Flagstaff, Coyote Pass, Kody Brown.
Why is it on Zillow?
It's for sale. Here.
I don't think that's theirs.
Look, it's fun lit up.
Ooh,
it kind of looks like Robin's house now that she just like rebuilt. That can't be like
the basement. That's nice. How much is it?
1.672. Coyote Pass. Listen, I'll be
million. Like what? How much money is it?
$1,672,000 and change. Listen, it's right under like 1.75.
That's not theirs. I think if they built a $1.6 million home, we would have heard about it by now. There's just no way.
Listen, if you lived here, you'd be home by now, is all I'm saying. Like, that's it.
I think that's the neighbors.
And listen, I'm looking at this up. They have toilets in there, Maria.
Oh, I have toilets now too.
Oh, damn. That's my boring tip anymore. Okay, so where are we?
RV. I think we're moving on to the custody and the house sale. He's going.
Yes.
He's went right over to see Christine right after this. You saw him remove his gloves in a dramatic fashion, so you knew it happened immediately after leveling the RV.
Again, like, listen, Kody just.
Thank you, Rosemary.
Hey, Ro. Thank you so much. Wait, where's my? I'll give you a little Tambo action.
Ooh,
okay, so listen. Again, get ready to feel sorry for Kody. He just leveled the whole fifth wheel.
Yes.
all by himself. Oh,
No help.
And
no.
Only people that were making it harder on him.
And let's not skate away from the fact that thanks to Cody's rigorous COVID, he just walked out. COVID testing. He tested negative for COVID, so he was allowed to come back after being maskless because Kody knows what he's doing. Listen, if he's a smart guy, guys, I just don't know. So I don't know. You know, they're at Christine's house.
So, yep.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Maria.
No, you're right, because we talked about renting the house. Yeah, what are we going to do about the house? Blah, blah, blah. She doesn't want to put the money into Coyote Pass. And Cody's like, it's our house. The family bought it. Yes, all that garbage. Caca doo-doo.
And Christine's like, bitch, it's in my name. And what? I don't care what you did.
Yeah.
It's in my name, and I'm going to keep it as she should.
Yep.
And again,
I do feel like, though, if they gave her a down payment, I can see her being open to paying the down payment back to them. But that's it. And that's
unless they're like so like, you know, upside down on it that she might only get the down payment back on it. I mean, I think you'd be right. Like if there was like a ton of equity in the house, then she would probably give them the down payment back, no questions asked. But how much equity is in the area like right now, like in that house, like, you know, and you know what's really going on?
This was when the market was really blowing up. Was, you know, what is this? This is 2021, yeah. So the market was getting, I mean, out of control. People were buying houses they hadn't even seen, asking like, you know, $50,000 over asking price. So I suspect she still made a profit of some sort. Hopefully.
Good for her. And again, bad for Kody.
Yeah.
You know, and listen, am I biased? Of course. My husband's name is Kody. So I'm gonna like stick up for all Kodys, despite if they spell it with a C or a K. Or despite if it's even their first name, unlike my husband's name, which isn't even Kody. So listen, but that's what I call him. And he's my baby. Oh, you didn't say evil. That's the worst word you could say, according to Erica Girardi. Sorry.
Yes.
We didn't do Beverly Hills yet. Oh my God.
No.
Maybe Addie will do Beverly Hills all together on it'll be like the last part of the reunion. Because if I'm being honest, the first two parts of reunion have left me like I wanted Kathy on all parts, so maybe we're definitely gonna like do it, you know, Thursday. It'll be like the last one.
Oh.
And Kathy will be on, so it'll be on like Donkey Kong on Thursday night. And oh, one more thing before we hang up. The Surreal Life was on tonight on VH1. If you guys were a fan of the show, it was like back like 20 years ago, back like with Celebrity Fit Club and like I Love New York and Flavor of Love and Rock of Love and Daisy of Love and Love Money and Charm School and all those shows. So they just brought back Surreal Rodeo Love. So they just brought back that show.
It's on which channel?
It actually ended like very badly because it was called the Celebrity. It was 495 Productions, and like the guy who won I Love Money 3, who was also on Megan Wants a Millionaire, kind of like took care of his fiance and like buried the body. So that it just ruined the whole thing. And now they're back, and these were the best reality shows ever on TV. Like my favorite. So we're gonna start covering that. Definitely a Surreal Life. Maria, did you watch Surreal Life back in the day?
Oh, definitely, for sure.
Yes.
We saw it. China, that wrestler lady, and then the mini-me guy, and he would just sort of drive around naked.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find those and rewatch. I need an update. I'm old now. My memory's
Beverly
shot.
Hills is ending this week, so Surreal Life is going to take its place. So it's on right now, or probably an hour ago. Yeah.
I know Frankie Muniz is on it, and I love me some Frankie Muniz.
Frankie.
I'll have to.
It's a
I'll have
lot
to
of
set
fun.
my
They stay in
DVR.
a house together for like 2 weeks.
I want Frank Catania to go on
Go
there.
watch the old seasons if they have them anywhere. They're great. So I'm so excited to start covering that. And that's it, pretty much. This was a blast. And again, guys, like let's make
Wait.
Kody Brown great again. Like that should be like the giant takeaway of this evening's live. Let's make Kody Brown great again, right?
Sure.
Yeah. 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 Do. I have a horn. I have a battle horn, so but this is fun. Tomorrow night, 90 Day probably.
90 Day Fiance?
Did anybody watch
Yeah.
90 Day tomorrow? Like, did anybody watch 90 Day last night?
I did not yet, no.
No, I haven't either. Addie, how was
Too
it?
many hours of
It was good. Yes, all of it. All of it was good. So you'll like
Addie
it.
playing it safe, saying all of it was good. All right,
Yeah.
so there we
There you
go.
the whole thing. It was all good.
This is Addie when she goes like to roulette table. I'm gonna bet like $5 on red and then $5 on black. Like that's what you're gonna do.
No.
And then you know what? Let me bet green too, just in case. I want to cover.
Yes.
I want to cover.
Spread it out. Spread the love. Spread the love.
All right, guys. I had a great night. I'm gonna do an after show this week. Probably maybe tomorrow after 90 Day. Or the Surreal Life. That might be a fun after show to do because that'll probably be on. Wednesday, maybe, because we didn't do the Single Life last week either. So
No. But I feel like you need to get caught up on that though, because it seems like there's
Yeah.
some good stuff going on.
we will. Wednesday will be the Single Life. We'll squeeze in the Surreal Life on Saturday. There you go, another day. There we go. We just found one day to do it. So that's it for now, guys. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Have a good night. This is a blast. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.